Yeah, so we still have the trunk basically dismantled because we still can't figure out that issue with the what you say, we still can't figure out the issue with the trunk. So we'll figure that out on a later date. I'm just trying to get some of the other stuff done currently. All right, so uh, let me see if I could start installing these pieces. And then you see that piece, that spot right there? That is where I'm gonna install the one on the left and the one on the right. Yeah, so we try to this is the new lock that we got, and we still can't get it to actually close. So what I'm thinking is we'll just have to go back through the rest of the wires some more and see, because uh I mean everything seems to be fine. It's just because it's getting power and all of that. We checked the wiring diagram, so I don't think that could be the other issue. So the next thing is with us looking at the C. I don't know what else to try. The emergency release still does work. I'm gonna have to go through all these wires again because I did get good continuity with every single wire. With the ground, we have good continuity with ground, good continuity with the receiver wire and the power wire. Now the only other thing that I could think of is there's two things we didn't check, right? Number one, it's the button back here to basically see if it's going to release it. And the other thing that we didn't check is the valet button. We do have a light that shows us that when the valet button is on, the red light comes on. When it's off, there's no light at all. So, but that seems to be working because each time you press that valet button, you get something on the dash that says it's either in valet mode or not. So that is the next thing that I don't think that is damage or that has anything to do with it. The codes that we get is for the motor, and it says if it's open or closed. And then we have another code for the comfort module that says something about a horn or something. So if I checked all the wires, which I'm gonna check all the wires one more time again, just to make sure we don't have any short in the wire or short to ground somewhere. And that is what I'm hoping, that we shouldn't have that issue. We shouldn't have a short to ground. So I don't know what else to do for now, but the next other thing I could think of is, because knowing how these cars operate, is everything talks to each other. And I know this has the incorrect VIN for the power steering, right? So if that has the incorrect VIN, the car will still drive, but it won't go as fast. So there's a whole bunch of things that I'm thinking that could possibly be the reason for this. And, you know, but we already dug into, we found the tracking device, we took the tracking device out. And it's just, you know, a little bit more and more stuff each time. So we're gonna try to figure it out though and see what happens. But this is actually the new lock. No, so I didn't look up anything to relearn. So maybe I'm thinking it's something that it needs to relearn. But this is the one that we took out of the car, right? And the same thing where we would lock it. Hold on. Where we would lock it, and it will show on the dash that the trunk is locked. And when you do this, it shows that it's open. This is the new, well, not new, but I got it off eBay, and it's the same thing. The only different numbers is different is this has a 101 at the end, and this has a 02 at the end. But it's basically the same part number. It's just the two last numbers are different. Now, you see, I could just press the emergency release and it releases, right? But see how I lock it just now? And then I have the key. And then when I press the key, the lights come on, but nothing happens to the lock, right? But inside it does show you that the car is closed, right? Then when you go inside of the car, when you go inside, you open the gloves box, it's not on. And then when you press it, you see that it's on. So yes, I've the only other thing that I'm thinking is that I am getting signal to the wire, because I checked the voltage and I can't remember, I think I got 3.5 or 6, somewhere there about. So I've been going through the wiring diagram. I don't have my computer in front of me to show y'all the exact way how the wiring diagram is set up. But basically, there are 4 different versions Audi showed. and it's the ones for either the power where you could basically press the button, it goes up, and you press the button and it closes. As y'all could see, this one is spring operated, so it's only the latch, and it does say for the coupe one as well, right? So for this is out. So that is the next thing that I was thinking. Either the ground is painted, or because we found the tracking device in the side right here, and they did have everything connected inside of the BCM. So, and going through all these wires in this, so 15, so pin 15 or jack 15 to jack 2, when I check continuity, there's nothing here. One, because 15.15 is empty, right? Now, what I did was I checked jack 28 to jack 4, right? But what I'm gonna show you right now, 4 is positive, 2 is the signal, and we already know that the 3 is ground, right? And this is from this wire here, because you see we only have 3. So the red and green is power, brown is ground, and the yellow is signal, right? So, but what I realized on the schematic, there's a couple of them where it shows that sometimes 28 goes to 2 and 1, but with this card, 28 should only go to 2. So when I do 28 to 2, I get good continuity right there. I get good continuity from 4 to 11, and this is on a different. This is on the black connector. On this one, you will find this on the blue connector. That's how you find 28, because 15 is empty with this card, because this card doesn't come with the power open and close. And then we get ground. So that's what I'm saying. We have good continuity with all 3. I'm getting power. I'm getting voltage from the signal wire, which that is, as I said, I think it's 3.5 or 3.6 or something like that I got earlier today. The still got continuity with brown, and I think I still got, I think when I checked the power wire, it was like 12 or 8. I can't exactly remember. But so that's what I'm saying. Everything is going to the lock. Everything. So that's why the last time we narrowed it down and say, hey, maybe the actuator inside of this would be the issue, but it's not the issue. I don't even have my, what is it? I don't even have my scanner laying around. It's not in that box. But I would have showed you the codes that it basically was pulling up, because it says rear trunk lid motor open circuit or short to circuit B plus, something like that. That's what it says. But we know that this button is working, that button is working right at the door, and the key is telling it what to do. So what else could be the issue? So that's why I said another time what we're gonna do, I'm gonna pull back down everything on this side again. I'm just gonna go through the wires. But what we know for now is that 15 is empty. So, and 15 and 1, there's nothing there. So we only have 28 and 2 for the signal wire, because this is coming straight from the comfort control module. And this is also coming from the comfort control module. Hey, yeah, it might be a new car, but I don't know. Tested, yeah, so tested 2, yeah. So I tried all of those. I tried jack 29 and not 29, 28 and jack 4, because that's the ones that I got to, that's what's on the schematic that I've got from Audi, basically. So, I mean, for now, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna stress it right now. We just gotta have to figure out. What I'm only gonna think is, or the next thing I was planning to do was to run another wire from the 28, from point 28 to point 2, and then if I ran that other wire, I wanted to see if it was going to give me the exact reading, or it would at least let it, because we even switched point 2. We switched the signal wire from 2 to 1 and see. Yeah, I'm from Jamaica. Yeah, well, that's the next thing. I don't even know what I did with that tracker. I should have it laying around here somewhere. I don't know what I did with it, but I had the tracker a couple of days ago. Ah, yeah, here it is. So this is the tracker. Hey, much love, user. YT user. Yeah, so this is the tracker that we found in it. So all of these connectors was hooked up inside of the comfort control module. So I pulled it out because I realized that I didn't know. I think my cousin was explaining to me that this is probably like a a GPS tracker or something like that. Which I don't know. It's the first I've heard of this brand too. What's the name of it? Was it SQE or SGE or something? I don't know. So it's the first time I've heard about this brand. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if they damaged something or what. Yeah, man, no problem. YT user. So the only thing, as I said before, that I could think of is it's either they cut a wire within the harness under here, because I'm gonna have to pull back everything, which I was hoping that I didn't have to pull back everything. So it's either and the other thing is, the book is stating that there should be a fuse here for the trunk, and there's no trunk. Try reseating the module. Maybe I could probably do that. Try that again. I mean, I did it like two or three times. So, I mean, if it ain't hurt if I try again, honestly speaking. So, I'll probably try that and see again one more time. Or what I think I didn't do, I don't think I basically went through just to make sure that no pins are bent in it, because it also can be a bent pin as well. I mean, yeah, I know this ain't a Tesla, because that'd probably be more of a nightmare. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's so much wires that I have to deal with this car. I've already, if y'all watch the video, there's a video that I put out like 6 months ago, 5 or 6 months ago, when we got this car. I want to show it to you right now. When we got this car, the whole wiring harness, because I'm still setting it up as well. So this wiring harness right here, the whole wiring harness was chopped in half. When I say chopped in half, everything was gone, and I basically rewired everything. And basically what I did was just color match. Respect YT user. So color match all of the wires. The headlights work, horn works, turns on, turn off, starter works. We had about 100 and something codes on this car. Now we're down to 10. Was it? No, 12. We're down to 12. This wire right here, I think this piece was messed up. I'll pull it out, D-pin, re-pin. Everything is good with that. And then I think the hardest part was these wires back here because it was kind of messed up. So I guess from the accident, it basically slammed the engine into it or whatever, and it chopped off the wires or whatever. So we end up getting all of that done. So we finished all of the wire work. Everything up here is good. With as I said, the only three codes we have for the no, we have two codes for the ECM, and one is for the power steering, and then we have a power steering code because the car, the original power steering off this car, I left it on the East Coast, and I ended up putting a different power steering in because we bought two cars. We bought this car and we bought the parts car to put it back together. This is the S5. This is the S5. This is a single turbo one. So yeah, this had a 100 codes. So, and we dropped it all the way down to about, as I said, 12 we have right now. So now I'm just trying to do the last little bit of pieces. And all these little plastic pieces, I'm just slowly putting them on. I ordered some plastic piece and a bunch of bolts. That's why I haven't put the bumper on yet, because we just put this aftermarket grill on as well. Because all we need to do is just put the last bit of pieces, and then we just put this bracket in. I have one more bracket back here that I need just a piece to put on. And then I think that should be it for this car. I might do a little bit more things to it because I need to probably take this wheel back off, and I got to put the fender liner in. And then once I put the fender liner in, I think that should be done. And I mean, that should be it. Yeah, the S5 is similar. I think the S5 is just about 100 horsepower lower, because I think the RS5 has like 400 and some horsepower, and then this one has 370 or 40. I think it's 40 something with this one. Yeah, man, thanks, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is what we do on the channel. We rebuild a whole bunch of cars. I know we on the last leg with this, so that's why I'm taking my time and not rushing. I got the car transported from the East Coast to the West, and I got this is a brand new windshield that I bought from Audi, and they cracked the glass. I don't know how they end up doing that, or a stone, a pebble or something probably hit it. So I'm probably gonna have to change the windshield again. Yeah, the B9s are nice though. I'm not gonna lie. It has everything. Heads up display, all of that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hey. So I'm saying so far, I can't wait to drive it. I honestly can't wait. I left the so when my family members were packing up the car for me on the East Coast, they thought that the funny thing is I told them to make sure they put the side skirts in the car, right? You know what they thought side skirts was? This is what they thought the side skirts was. They thought the fender liners was the side skirts. So that's why I don't have no side skirts on it. So I'm waiting for them to send those for me. The rest of these parts, if you guys remember, the Audi A5 that I bought a couple months ago, I sold it to a guy. So all these are extra parts. If he wants them, I'm just going to give it to him. I have another S5. That's an S5 matte that came out of the parts car. But since this had an all-weather, I think it's what, all-weather tech or weather tech mats, because we got it in the back, the front, and in the trunk. So yeah, man. Hey, thanks. The Alcantara is nice. That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's a long time it took us to get this car back to where it's at now. So that's why I'm trying to slowly, not trying to rush it. Not gonna try to rush it. We're just trying to slow down some of the pace and then see. And we're just trying to get some of the codes off because we did have a code for the wheel speed sensor, and that was throwing a whole bunch of other codes for the what it was. It was throwing a code for the airbag too as well. Yes, it does have the switch to change those, to change the sound as well. What I have left to do right now for the interior, just to make it complete, basically, I'm gonna put these pieces on. So I need to put these pieces on right now. So I'm gonna kind of stop talking for a while and just do something. Because honestly, as I said, I'm kind of tired of this thing right here, and I don't want to deal with it anymore. So I'm gonna just pause on it for a while and then just move on to something else. I should have. Where's that? I bought a small bag of the little pins because this car, one of them got stuck in the door. All right, now I can't find the pins that I need. Yeah, hey, the RS3. So the other day I was gonna try to get an RS3 for the channel, but I was like, I need to chill out. I need to focus on finishing this S5 first, because the S5 is we've been having on the channel for a while. So yeah, well, all I'm gonna try to do is just do some small stuff on the car tonight. Tomorrow I might be doing another live again during the day, because I don't think I did one last week. And oh, everybody, I'm sorry about the video, because I dropped a video on Wednesday, and I realized that the video that I dropped on Wednesday was the same video that I dropped the Saturday before. So I made sure to drop the right video this afternoon. So y'all should be seeing it now. Yes, I heard. So I heard somebody that drove the RS5 before. These are the clips that I'm talking about. The RS5 before, they said they feel like the RS5 is more. It's a more controlled type of fast, versus he said when he drove the M4, the M4 had a more uh I want to say vibrant or more aggressive move, starting and everything. So he decided to go with the BMW M4 instead of the RS5. Yeah. Hey, them Q5s are nice though. All right, let me see if I could sit y'all down right there. Probably gonna be in y'all wait for a while, but trying to see how much I could get done. All right, so the little clip thing that I'm talking about, it goes right in here. so this one looks like it's for that side. And this one is for the other side. And then remember, when y'all putting in these things, you gotta pull up on this, because once you pull up on it and it goes through the first one, then you could push it down. And when you push it down, that's you locking it inside. Because if you try to basically do it without pushing it down, it's gonna always come off back. So just a thing for y'all to know. Alright, that side is in. See if I could grab the camera and then let y'all switch sides. Hold on. All right, see you, YT user. Yeah, well, take care of what you gotta take care of. I'm trying to bring some of the midnight one. All right. All right, we got those pieces in the back. Got those pieces in the back done. Now we could kind of put our seats back. This one. All right, so that is it with the back. So we got those little pieces in. Yeah, so for this, I don't know what else I could do, but what else is left for me to do, I'll probably attack that in the day. As I said, we gotta find that ground to see if, cause see, nothing still happens. So we don't know if the car is even making a sound for it, but nothing. So I don't know. We're just gonna have to dig into those wires and see if we could find what's going on with the car. The interior, we got it looking good, except those mats. I need to wipe those mats off. Now, let me see. All right, so yeah, and there's nothing that no other buttons that I know of. So you see, it says our oil level is good. So you see how it tells us the trunk is open? And if I close the trunk, it would also tell you that, hey, the trunk is closed as well. So that's the driving function code that we have. My malfunction code. So y'all could see it. It's Sunday already here on the West Coast. But so this is the driving malfunction code that I have, or thing that I have popping up. And that is because, as I said, the power steering. So, well, I mean, everything else is good. The ambient lights turned on and all of that. So it is going good. It does drive. We did drive it a couple of days on the road, and everything went good. So we know that, oh, what I wanted to see if it was going to give us something. So you see now how it says the trunk is open, and you can see it's open right here. Now we're gonna lock it. It is locked right there. And then when you walk back, see how it's saying that it's locked? So that means it is getting signal. Now, why the keys are not working, that I don't know. And the only other option I could think of is that they not messed up, or switched pins. That's the only other thing I could think of. They did switch some pins, but we did try that with the other one, and it didn't work. So I don't know what is the other thing to do or what. But as we already know, that is the only thing that we're basically, there's some small other things that we need to, codes that we need to get off. We still have some codes for the, I want to say it's the sunroof and something like that. And there's a code for this thing up here. So there's a lot of small codes that I see come up. And I think I don't have a sunroof code, but there's a lot of small codes and whatever we need to figure out and go from there. But apart from that, I mean, everything does work. So yeah, so we just gotta see and figure it out. Well, we just gotta get down to everything, because the sunroof works and everything. So it's almost done. We're almost done with it. We're ready to get it done. It's just these small few things. Still got what? 19,279 miles. So, but this car has given us a beating. It just keeps on giving us more and more headaches. But we're sticking through them to make sure that we could get this car 100%. And we're almost done. We're almost done with getting it to 100%. There's a couple other things I could have done, or I could just probably go for my scanner, and then we just do some things with it, and then see if that's gonna give us any luck. So give me a few minutes. I'm gonna get the code reader and see if the code reader can help us out with some things, and then we'll probably just see if there's some things we could play with, and then see if that's gonna help us fix any other small codes that is in this car. So give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, so I got my scanner right here. I'm gonna see if I could get some. See if I could see what kind of stuff we have popping up on it, and then we're just gonna see everything that we could get on it, and then we'll just go from there. So y'all gonna see everything that I'm doing from my little trusty scanner right here. So reading fail. All right, let's see if this thing is plugged in. All right, let's see a blue and green light. So we're gonna try that again. So reading fail again. What's going on tonight? This thing ain't working. I guess the scanner don't even want to work tonight either. Checking if I get all my updates or whatever. So I got 2 updates that I need to do. All right, so while it's there, downloading the app and whatever. All right, it got 100%. All right, so while it does its thing, let me see if. Oh, well, I'm gonna unplug this again because I don't know what's going on with it. Why now? Unless it needs to get. Because. All right, I think I should. Everything should be connected now. Reads. All right, we got it. (2018) Audi. See something. right, so we'll scan everything, and then we're just gonna start scanning with everything we need to scan. So those are the two faults that I keep talking about. Transmission passed, brake passed, seats passed. So we got one code for electronic central electric. So we need to find out what that is. Steering column electronics, because we did change the clock spring. Power steering, we do have a fault for that. We have 3 faults for the control comfort module. So I'm gonna figure that out. So we're already at 60%. All right. So we have 2 for the camera in the back and whatever. So now I'm gonna click report because I need to see this report later on so we could go through some things and figure out what's the issue. So we go escape. All right, now I'm gonna see. So rear camera. I'm gonna find out what's the findings with this. All right, so trouble codes. All right, so front camera, no basic setting. Basically, erase those codes. They're gone. So we still have them because they come back. All right, now I'm going to escape out of this. And then I could scan gateway. I'm going to try that and see what we get from scanning the gateway. All right, so let me... All right, so then I don't have click basic settings and see what happened. So restore the default. I'm gonna just do say 1 to restore the default. I don't know what is that or what's that gonna do, but we're gonna see. So it says request out of range. All right. No. Let me see if I could get live data from the camera. Functions not supported. Let me see. All right, so this basically has a cap on what it could do. So I'm gonna see if I could get out of this, go to control unit, and then see if we could find something. So what we're just trying to do is we're trying to see all of the stuff that popped up, on the car, which in we know it's saying for us for the trunk motor, it's either a open circuit or a short, which in we already did, ran all the wires, check all the wires and all of that just to make sure we have good continuity. So now what I'm trying to do is see if to get some of these codes off the car, we're trying to either set it back to basic because this car was in an accident before. So now we're just trying to get everything to go back to basic or what it once was so that we don't have these codes repopulating every time we scan the car. I'm gonna tell you right now. I just got a new trunk lock and reset it, and it's the same thing. I'm gonna show you. Hold on, let me get out of this. I'm gonna show you right now what I'm talking about. Hopefully, it's gonna scan the whole thing again. All right, once it's done scanning, you're gonna see what I'm talking, and we're gonna clear it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna just clear all the codes, and then whatever comes back, we go from there. But yeah, I did switched it. Thought it was bad too. Check all the wires. We got good continuity with the signal, power, and grounding wire, and still no luck. We pulled the tracking device that was inside of this car when it wrecked. So the first owner had a tracking device on it, I'm guessing. The second owner, he had the car for 3 days, then he wrecked it, and then I bought it, and we got it fully rebuilt. So now we're just trying to work out all these last codes and see if we could get it out the way while we wait on other stuff, because we do have some parts coming in from Audi, some minor parts, so I could just put the front bumper on the car. So yeah, so I thought that too though. I thought the trunk so comfort system central module, control module, that is the one that has the codes. It's a 2018 Audi S5 Prestige. So these are all the trouble codes. I'm gonna show you. So trunk lid opener control unit, no communication. Right? Siren slash horn alarm anti-theft warning system electrical arrow. That is frozen on the car. And but this is the one I'm talking. Rear lid, rear central lid locking system motor open circuit slash short circuit. Yep, Audi. So I'm gonna clear these codes and see what happens. So it says no codes detected. So I'm gonna go read codes again. And that is the only code that comes back. But it's also frozen inside. So I don't know if this code is causing the trunk lid not to open. And this is from siren slash alarm horn for anti-theft warning system electrical arrow. If I press the panic button, you hear it goes off. Yeah, it's that's what I'm saying. It's vague and there's it's so hard to pinpoint this one code. But even though so that it was the next thing that I ask if this key is properly coded to the car. And the answer is I don't know. Because the car does start and no issues and anything. I had my cousin take it to Audi another time and Audi said it's coded properly. So I don't know what's the issue. Oh, okay. Yeah. So they did, because when I bought the car off the auction, they did steal the original key from the car. So when I went to Audi and they made this key, they were like, hey, they see that there's two other keys, so they close those two keys down, and then everything is running from this key. At first, I thought it was the valet button, but as you can see, that is off. See, when I press it, active, right? When I press it again and it's off, nothing shows. But if you listen, oh well, you can see that I have the trunk open right here. So I could go lock the trunk right now. Which I'm not gonna lock it, I'm just gonna lock it from the lock. So you see how I locked that just now? And then look, it's showing you that it's closed. So that means that the signal wire that is right here is giving it its signal, you know? Now, you press this button, nothing happens. You press this button, nothing happens. You can't even push it down. So only one way. Nothing happens. Right? You have the key. Nothing happens. Now, another way, and that's my first initial thought too as well. Something is not telling it that it's there. Because and there's three things that are going through my mind right now. One is either that the car originally still thinks that it's in valet mode, or I'm thinking that out of every other thing that I tested, because this is the one that originally came out of the car, right? This is the other one that we just installed, and that's not working. So I'm thinking if it's either this button right here, but when you press it, it does. You see the car light up and everything when I turn the ignition off. And then you see that everything else works. So I don't know what's the other thing to think about. Or it could possibly be a short. But to find that short, that is going to be the issue. Because I even closed the door just to see if that would. Yeah, it does start and run. It's because I'm inside of my garage. That's why I don't want to start it. But it does start. It does run. We drive it and everything. And still no luck. So what I'm thinking is just maybe something else in here that I think is giving issues, and that is causing issues to that. Yeah, that's my next initial thought to do. So this says garage door opener, control unit, no communication. So garage door control unit, no communication. Let me see. Yeah, so but yeah, these are just the last little bit of codes that I got for this car. Information electronics, let's see what's that about. Yes, I would say that as well. I think it is a lot more. So this is definitely from the for the when it says tuner satellite, that is because we did change the clock spring out of this. The Autel still managed to get the code off the car. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do. My next step is we're gonna definitely have to take it to the dealer, because they could probably reprogram this whole car back to original, and whatever scanner they have, which in its Audi, they're probably gonna have everything to go to this car. Cause yeah, that's what I'm saying. It it could be Autel could give me so much and no more. Honestly, to be honest with you. Yeah. So I don't know, but that is my last thing that I could think about is that is wrong with this car. Yeah, I know what I know. So I was gonna try to get the one that could program, but I heard that doing programming, I have to get what it was that one with the J24 something 35 or something like that. Yeah, this car is a salvage title. It got hit in the front, so we rebuilt it. So see how yeah the yes, so the J2354, yeah. So I was gonna get one, then I heard that I need to have a file to connect to a computer. So I was like, you know what, that's too much work. I'm gonna just have it take it to the dealer. So you see like now how it's closed, even though I locked the trunk. When you press it, see how you press the button? Or you see the lights are going off, but nothing is happening. And then even if, cause like say if I walk close to the car, the alarm is about to go off in a couple of minutes. But I did it the other day and I just started going off. But or maybe try I have the key right here. But yeah, so I know something is definitely not talking to something. Now, before this car had a tracking device in it, and when they put the tracking device inside of the BCM or the comfort control module, I should say, and I think that too was another thing that basically I don't know if they messed the pin up or they de-pinned something. Which in my last thought is my last thought is if they de-pin something, if they de-pin, because I'm in the United States. If they because in the wiring diagram that Audi has, T20E, then this is a black connector, goes straight to T4. And T4 is the power wire on the lock, right? So T4, so from jack 11 to jack 4, you get good continuity. From 3 to ground, you get good continuity, right? Out in the US is a cluster. I don't know. I mean, sometimes they know what they're doing, sometimes they don't. From 15 to 2, that's one of the things that I saw. But you also have another one with some cars from 28 go straight to 2. Now, since this is the coupe has a different wiring diagram than the 4-door or the Sportback and the S5 with the top that comes off. So what it says 28 should go to 2. So what I'm thinking is if they had moved 28 or 50, move 15 to 28, right? And because another thing that I even did, I removed point 2 to point 1. The trunk still did not work. So the only other way I could try is move point 28 to point 15 to see if it works. Now, am I sure if the guys that did the tracking device did change something? I don't know. And that's what I'm saying. It's hard to navigate that because somebody touched it, and I don't know what they touched. If they cut a wire, if there was a fourth wire that goes right here. But remember, Volkswagen, Audi, they share a lot of parts. So this trunk lock could be working in 5, 10 different modules of Volkswagen, Porsche, Audi, Lamborghini, whatever. So it's probably the same four connector, but each four, could be, because this is a spring uh, trunk. It opens by a spring. So for some of the schematics, it's gonna show you like, hey, you press a button, you could close it. The one that could basically open and close by itself. So I know it's a lot of work. It's never easy working on Audi Volkswagen. I could tell you that, and you know that as well. Like, it's a, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. That's all I could say with these cars. It really is. That's why I keep on telling people, I'll work on a BMW any day versus these cars. I'm telling you that I'll work on a BMW any day, and just leave these cars alone sometimes. But we're gonna take it to the dealership. Once we take it to the dealership, I'm gonna see if I could have them program everything for me. You see what I'm telling you? That's what I'm saying. It's the parts, they everything, the Volkswagen group, they use the same parts. Because when I was trying to get this camera for the front, right? When I was trying to get this camera, I got it off a parts S5 in the back, and I realized the same camera uses all the way around. And then when I checked the part number, it said it was for like some Volkswagen, couple of Porsches. So I was like, they use the same parts. Yeah, it's all, yeah. But honestly, I know it's all German, but I think BMW is a lot easier to work on. Or maybe because I like Beamers, I don't know. BMW is a lot easier to work on to me. But I think Audis and Volkswagen is a more thinking man's game, honestly. And then you have to have patience. But I think all German cars, you have to have patience because these things are on a different level, honestly. And I think some of the times now I see why people say they're really over engineered. But I mean, we're gonna get it done. We have navigate through so many codes on this car. We are on the last and final codes. Yeah, you see, and that's the thing about cars too. They just interchange a lot of parts. Nah, I ain't trying to fit nobody in no trunk. Man, you wish blood was in that trunk. But yeah, that's all we got tonight. Honestly, I wasn't really planning to do a long live, but I did anyways. I'm gonna try to see if I could find some more things to do in the morning, and then we call it a day. We have some more stuff that I need to put on this car as well, and we still have a whole bunch of parts laying over there that I need to do. I'm just waiting for the screws so I could put this bumper on, and then we're gonna fix this camera and all. So we have all of that stuff to do, and then I'll probably have to rub down one of the sides of the bumper because I might have to take this off and paint the reinforcement bar and take this black piece off. So it's ready, and then we're gonna take the front wheels off, put the liners on, and all of that. Is that BCM2? What do you mean? The BCM in the trunk that you're talking about? Yeah, so but yeah, it's as I'm saying, this car has finally came a long way, and I finally got it to where it's at now, and I'm just ready. Yeah. So the BCM, yeah, the tracking device was connected inside of the BCM. So that's why I'm thinking the tracking device that they put was installed right here, and it was zip tied on top of here. So what? That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they damaged the wire while doing all of that, or they basically cut a wire or make a wire look like it's connected to something, or that's what I'm thinking. Could they have deepened the wire and repinned the wire somewhere else where it's not supposed to be, and the car would still wouldn't do anything, because now we're battling. Power is gonna stay where it needs to stay at. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not sure. So I'm not sure. Well, that's what I'm saying. When I take it there, take it to Audi, they could like really do the rest of this. Like I've got it to where it's at right now. So they know's probably gonna do the rest for me. I know it's gonna probably cost me a lot though, cause one Audi told me $500 to reprogram the power steering. Another one told me it's gonna be $400. So we'll see. Yeah. So well, I'll take it in and tell them that hey, let's do those stuff with the BCM too, and then check to see what's going on. And then, but I know once it comes to wire work and stuff like that, they're not gonna jump into it too deep too, because I had a whole bunch of wires disconnected up here. Oh, okay. So it's probably encrypted then. I don't know, cause this is the tracking device. This is what I found inside of the car. Cause when it was all plugged in, I think there's a light flashing off somewhere. Yeah. And I think this is the name of it. It's like SGE. So I think, so I don't know if when they were plugging, oh, okay. So then probably then that means they probably made the key wrong, or programmed the key wrong, I should say. They could have just probably programmed the key wrong. Yeah. So well, maybe once I'm at Audi, I'll try to do another live for that, and then we'll go from there. I just gotta find some time to see when I could get a couple of my friends and we just drive this on the trailer, and then we just take it to Audi, have them do the last bit of stuff. Hopefully they don't charge me a whole bunch just to program this car, and then I'll see what else they could get into for me, and then we just go from there. But anyways, thank y'all for watching this live tonight. I know I haven't done one in the past 3 or 4 days. So thank y'all for watching this live. I'll probably do another one early in the morning. I'm just trying to figure out if I will. Or I'm trying to think of what else I could put on this car or do on this car. I know we have what is it called? I have the I can't remember the name of it. The fender liners. I have these fender liners that I need to install. And some. All right, thanks, Matthew. So I'm gonna have those fender liners. I'm gonna try to see if I can put these fender liners on. And this is a whole bunch of parts that I'm gonna give away to. Hey Jack, you've been telling me about checking under the dash, and I've not. I still have not pulled down the bottom of that dash. So maybe that is something I could do tomorrow. Like I don't know when I'm gonna start the live tomorrow. It all depends because it's like, what is it, 12:40 something over here right now. So depending if how early I wake up and stuff, then and y'all know on the Sundays I'm gonna have my kids are gonna always be out here with me running around making a whole bunch of noise. But you know, they they have fun while working with me on the cars. But yeah, I'm gonna try under the dash tomorrow and see if there's anything weird that's going on back right there. Uh so there's a lot of more stuff we have to do. We got a couple little clips and so on and so forth to install properly. I think we have a couple little things that we could do. So I might pull out the quick jacks tomorrow to raise this car in the air and see if we could do some more things to it. What else? There's something else I'm forgetting. There's one more thing in my head. I'm probably forgetting it right now. But yeah, that should be it, honestly, for now, until we get the rest of these stuff. So tomorrow I'm gonna probably see what I'm not sure the time I'm gonna do the live yet, but y'all will see. Just make sure y'all turn y'all bell icon on so y'all know when we go live. But anyways, thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all stay motivated. Make sure y'all stay positive, and make sure y'all keep y'all haters informed. Share this video to them as well, and share this video to your friends and family. But anyways, stay positive, stay motivated, and guess what? This car is almost done. We are out.